It is Chair Shot Reality, WrestleZone.com every single week, episode 304, coming to you from Point Park University Studios in downtown Pittsburgh. Eisenberg LeBar, getting back into some hot topics, a lot of things going on in the wrestling world, Josh, so let's get rolling. We start off with CM Punk. His first opponent could be Mickey Gall, UFC fighter who Gall has called out Punk, and Gall, if he wins his February 6th fight on the UFC Fight Pass, then that's going to be CM Punk's first opponent.
What better way of calling somebody out than CM Punk? Mickey Gall, he has the balls, my man, calling out a guy in the UFC who's never had a match, but Mickey Gall is only 1-0. If he wins his match, he gets the opportunity to face CM Punk. I love this. I love the guts, the going after a guy who is already crowned and already rated so high in the EA Sports game of UFC, and he hasn't even had a match yet, Justin.
Surprised Punk didn't block Mickey Gall on Twitter.
Well, I mean, he blocked everybody else. But I'll tell you this much. I'm going to buy that UFC pay-per-view. I'm not going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm going to go buy that because I want to see Punk get his lights knocked out. Speaking of getting your lights knocked out, Ronda Rousey, yeah, your girl, my girl, everybody's girl these days still, is going to delay her next fight for UFC 200, also having Roadhouse being filmed, so her schedule's going to be taking a little bit of a shift.
I'll tell you what, this to me feels like opening up some time. Get her that private jet, get her out on April 3rd to Dallas for WrestleMania. You know she wants to be a part of it. You know WWE wants to be a part of it. And I'll make a bold prediction. Since we all think that we're going to have The Rock versus Triple H, Roman Reigns versus Triple H very possibly as the title match at Mania. Imagine, in Roman Reigns' corner is The Rock and Ronda Rousey up against Triple H, who's got Steph and Vince in his corner. I think that you talk about
a lot of people in there.
Yeah, but it gives that big fight feel. Rock doesn't have to fight, but he still has value. I think that could be a way to go. Get them all involved. Nakamura, he's stripped of the New Japan World title and has been granted his early release, Josh, which becomes effective on January 31st.
I'm interested to see what they do with him quickly and where he goes to WWE. Reports are going to be he goes to NXT in the developmental for a couple of weeks, gets some training, gets some medical testing done, and he's all good to go. I'm interested of the teasing that WWE has done so much at New Japan. Joey Styles has used New Japan Pro Wrestling's logo. There's been rumors circulating around about the Bullet Club name trademark. Is WWE secretly working with New Japan like they did with ECW back in the day? Stay tuned because I think there's more to this story than meets the eye right now. We're talking WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania season. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Well, next year, talk of WrestleMania in Orlando.
WrestleMania 33 in Orlando would make a lot of sense. Obviously, the most obvious is that you have NXT and the Performance Center based down there. So much operation already going on, an easy way to tie their events in. And of course, we've been waiting for years and years and years, and there's been a lot of rumblings of potentially putting a physical Hall of Fame in the Orlando area, in the Universal Studios area as an attraction for tourists. So if they were able to get something like that off the ground, even if they didn't have it built, even if they just made the announcement, what a great way to tie it in for a big Mania 33 weekend. Sunny. Oh, Sunny day.
Always making news.
Always making news. Well, she's going to be sentenced for her DUI problems at the end of January. But before that, she is selling her WWE Hall of Fame ring, saying it's not because of the money of potential legal fees, but because she's done with WWE and it's all in the past. You buying this?
No, I'm not buying it. I mean, she needs more money, I think, because those Skype sessions aren't working out, right?
They can't not be working out. She tweets pictures every night of her in a nightgown with a computer.
So how was the session?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me. You dissed $100 to pretend like you're in 7th grade again, looking at Sunny.
We started a GoFund campaign for intern Juice to get on there. We haven't reached our maximum yet.
Okay, if she really wants to be done with WWE, change your Twitter name, change your Twitter pictures, everything. And when that's done, and your Twitter handle isn't WWEHOF Sunny, then I'll buy it.
It should be at Skype Sunny. That makes a lot more sense.
I like that a little bit more.
At Sunny Skype.
I like that.
How about Sunny Days Skype? What do you like, Skype, Sunny Days?
Skype Sunny. Sunny Skype. Either one. Anyway, Sting, WWE Hall of Famer. We know Mr. Golish obviously queued up the DVD player, put on the Sting DVD Monday night when he realized that he's going into the Hall of Fame. Let's talk about the newest inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, obviously this makes a lot of sense. It was a safe bet to predict that if you need a headlining name, that Sting be that guy for a couple reasons. One, you can look at some of the other names that still need to go in and be headliners. You could look at The Rock. You could look at The Undertaker. Even people talk about potentially Owen Hart whenever they feel that's the right time, legal-wise. But those guys are going to come later. This makes sense for Sting. He's fresh off of his run with WWE, so he's the most relevant to the audience. And with him being pretty banged up, and it's very possible we've seen the last match, Josh, it's a way to keep him incorporated in the weekend, to keep his merchandise, to keep his entire likeness relevant. And let's be honest, the guy's been through so much in a very storied career, being the face of WCW, being the guy that never left. It's going to be a hell of a Hall of Fame speech. So
Sure.
it's a way to create a good attraction, and he's got history in Dallas. So.
It's a great attraction. Sting has had history in Dallas. I do think that for some reason, I would want WWE, if possible, if he's healthy, to give him some sort of final match. And why not have that final match the night after getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? They can do that. There's no restrictions because they do what they want. They create, the rules of the Hall of Fame. They're actually really, there really is no rules. You can probably get in the Hall of Fame if you wanted to. But I think that WWE right now is a great opportunity for Sting to get marketed, like you said, that entire weekend with or without a match. You put him in Dallas, you put him in the Hall of Fame. There's nobody more deserving right now to headline a Hall of Fame class, and I can't believe I'm saying this, than Sting.
Well, I'm going to be honest, to wrap it up before we go to Ghoulish, who's our resident Sting fan club lover.
Fan club lover? He's the president.
Yeah. The thing is with Sting, yeah, you love to have the ceremonial last match, et cetera, and I think they maybe would have liked to have done that. I think back in September when he was fighting Seth Rollins that they would have liked to have done that, but I think his physical health just might not be, and I don't think they want to put him out there if he can't go at full strength. All right, that's going to wrap it up for here on this side of the studio. Let's take it over to Brian Ghoulish with his thoughts on Sting.
Steve Borden, Sting, the Stinger. It was announced last Monday that Sting would be inducted into the 2016 WWE Hall of Fame, the first announcement of that class in Dallas, Texas, WrestleMania weekend. He had some great battles throughout his career. Vader, Muta, Rick Rude, Cactus Jack, the list goes on and on. We can't forget about Hulk Hogan and, of course, the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair. And there's only one guy that should induct Sting into the WWE Hall of Fame, and that was his biggest rival of all time, Ric Flair. Ric Flair went out with a great WrestleMania weekend of his own into the Hall of Fame, and also retirement match against Shawn Michaels. And if what Josh Eisenberg said is correct, maybe Sting does get in the ring one more time. Have that weekend for Sting. If you're going to have Sting go out, have Sting go out the way he should, with a win. A win not only in the Hall of Fame, but a win in a WWE ring for the first time. The rest of the weekend, we got a lot more to talk about. It's Chairshot Reality on WrestleZone.com.